Hello everybody, Dadas here and the Dadas Trading System Workshop, and welcome to the next episode of the Trade with Dadas series. So, what happened today? Well, as usual, during the weekend I am never resting. I'm always thinking, I'm always trying to figure out new things, or perhaps not even trying. I simply have ideas that come to my mind. I wake up with ideas. Anyways, perhaps some of you have heard of something that is called range bars. Or range bar charts. Well, I've been working with range bar charts for a long time now. Quite a few years. Since I first started working with the idea of the range bar charts, and I already had some other ideas with it, and had created expert advisors to trade on range bar charts. Anyways, what is the idea? Well, the idea is to, instead of making trades on M1, the idea is to use the range bar chart in order to make trades on it, right? Now, of course, the Dadas trading system is like it is. Like it was, it doesn't change. I mean, the basic elements are the same. So in other words, we are doing the basic the lead time frame for day trading and scalping is M15, and that's where we are looking for the trend or the swing, situations where the swings starts and then a trend starts, and according to the price action, we're looking for the best opportunities to enter, right? However, what is the benefit of a range bar chart like we see here, right? This is a range bar chart. So a range bar chart is a chart of let's say bars or candles of equal height, and the trader defines the height that he wants to have it. Well, it's not like in Renko charts, because in Renko you get sort of a box charts, and you don't really get the actual prices. In other words, you get boxes, but the price meanwhile the price can be below the box or above the box, and then there's a different algorithm. However, on range bar charts, you always have bars that show you where the price was. The price wasn't anywhere above or anywhere below. It was exactly where the range bar charts show, right? Now, the benefit of this is that anywhere you click with the DSWS, you always get the same parameter. So in other words, if you wanna go long, and there is a situation, there's a breakout, right? There's a candle, you see, and then there is a trend beginning, and after the candles are already green and yellow, and the price has retested the stop loss level, right? We can enter right here at this line and take our profit right there at that line. And the proportion here is always the same. It's never different, right? Because the candles are always the same. So anytime we click on the DSWS, it's always the same. The parameters of the trade are always the same. We always risk 2%. We get over 4% in this case. I mean, on the M1 chart or on any time frame chart, the distances of DSWS are different, because they depend on the candle that we've clicked on. So in other words, on a normal standard time frame chart, the candle is sometimes smaller, sometimes bigger, So we get different distances, and of course, still then the DSWS calculates the risk by 2% and everything like that. But the parameters are not always exactly the same, right? So because the entry level is basically at the close price, so you know the length of the candle is different on standard time frames, but also the body of the candle is different, right? And thus, you know, we get pretty much different parameters on range bar candles, or range bars. We get always the same parameters. The stop loss is always the same distance, and the take profit is always the same distance, and this gives us a certain consistency, right? A certain consistency. Some of you will always say, but the trend, but it usually is like that there is a bigger trend than what we're taking, because like for example right here again, well, the trend wasn't much bigger, so you see there is a better, let's say, you see right there, okay, right there the trend was even twice bigger, or the swing, right? Or the swing was even twice as big, but it doesn't matter. I mean, because that's not the idea. The idea is to make money and to be consistent, right? So in order to make money and to be consistent, we need consistent parameters, right? Okay, you could say that, here the trend was very big, and we could have, let's say, we could have gotten in here after this break, and we only took this much, right? Yes, correct. Yes, we only took this much. So in other words, we took maybe 14 and a half, or about 14, 15 pips. Well, 14 usually. But so what? So what? We took it, right? And that's the whole idea. And it doesn't matter if the trend continues or not, because you see, the moment you start thinking in this way, so thinking about lost opportunities, and then you'll be trying to catch the trend, right? And if you're going to catch the trend, then you'll be stuck on situations when the price starts consolidating, and then you don't have an opportunity to get in right there, right? You see, so on this trend you had an opportunity to get in right there, right, somewhere at a good price. You maybe had an opportunity to get in right there, and then you even had another opportunity to get in after this retest, But you see, right here already we don't get the take profit. So right here we are trailing, and because I'm also using in this context I'm using the trail stop inside the expert advisor. So after about this many pips, it's going to trail the stop loss right there, and either it's taken out or not, right? Sometimes it's taken out, sometimes it's not. Then we get like more like 1-to-1, or a little bit more than 1-to-1. But that's the idea. But you see, that was over there. But then again, if you try to get in, maybe on something like here on the second retest, again we didn't get the price. So in other words, in this situation, well, we should be getting out of the market, because there's a high probability that if the market doesn't want to reach the take profit, then it's going to pull back, right? And it did pull back right here. Now we say, okay, then we could have been trading this for a short, right? Yeah, correct. If you got in right there, then you got the take profit. If you were counting on getting in right there, well, you wouldn't, because the candle is green. We don't enter short when the candle is green. Sorry. So basically, we wouldn't even get in a short right there, because there were no red candles. we'd have to wait for another opportunity, which was right there when again we had a break and the price retested the stop loss level, and then it went back up. So we had to get in somewhere right here, yeah. And because when the price went away, ran away, well, we didn't have another opportunity until we had a consolidation right there, yeah. And we still could have taken that one, but you see, the further the price goes, the riskier it gets, right? And then again, you see another situation right there, right? So anyways, I was doing a lot of testing, so I made a lot of trades. So I used a smaller account, and this is the result. You see, this is the result from today. So in other words, I made how many? 23 trades, right? I made 23 trades, and of course I lost some and I won some. So the win ratio was about 65%, 65.22%, and 34.78% of the trades were lost, right? But all in all, I got a very handsome profit, right? A very handsome profit. So perhaps this method or this way of doing it seems to generate more trade signals than the standard method of doing it on the M1 chart. Now, I'm not saying that everybody must use range bar charts. No. It's up to you. I'm just testing this idea, and I see a very big potential right here with the range bars. I will still be trying to trade in the following days, maybe the whole week. This whole week I'll be trading on the range bar charts. And I will look at each day at what's happening, and and I won't necessarily make so many trades as I made today. Basically, I'm going to stick to the rules of the Dadas trading system, and look at for the good opportunities. So look for 1 or 2 or maybe 3 trades per day, not more, right? Because that's the basic idea. Today was a testing day. That's why I made a lot of those trades. Okay. So in other words, in the following days I'll be looking for the more perfect opportunities, and without trying to make $1 million in 2 weeks. Okay. Okay, so that's what happened today. Thank you very much for this episode. Please like and please subscribe. Visit me on Patreon. Visit me on LinkedIn, on Facebook. Dadas Lifestyle Coaching on Facebook. Find me on Forex Factory. Please find me on Skype. I would like to have, I have a commercial group on Skype, but that's in Polish. And I have a non-commercial group on Skype, also of Polish people. I really would like to have English speakers non-commercial group, and perhaps a commercial group as well, because I basically have one English speaker in a commercial group at this moment, and no more English speakers. So I really do invite you to join me on Skype, and anybody who can speak English and basically can communicate in English, you are welcome to join me on my Skype group. And from there on, we can continue, because I'm doing live tradings. So far I've been doing those live tradings in Polish, because that's where I get my clients from, my participants, my trainees from. I still have, I can do 2 3 hour live trading sessions, for example, during the week. I could do one for English speakers, the other one for the Polish speakers, so no problem here. So yeah, all I need is just people to participate, and then I can do it. I can do that for you, right? So then, I mean, you don't need to buy my system or my workshop in order to join my Skype group and take part in a live trading session, a 3 hour live trading session, right? So yeah, so please join me, and then perhaps when you see the way I'm doing it live, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record such a live session, and then every participant will get the recording for themselves, so you will see, and you can then look it over again at your spare time, and then you can decide whether you would like to have my system or not, right? It's up to you. Anyways, yeah, thank you again for this episode, and once again, let's make it happen.